Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Today we are going to create a 4-leaf clover knot bracelet with a sliding loop closure. We've done this. We've done the clover leaf before, so that shouldn't be too new to everybody who watches the channel. But I'm going to go over how to do it. And I think enough cord for this is going to be 3.5 to 4 feet. And what this color is, this is International Orange. It's a real cool orange color. If I can get it to focus here. There we go. You can see it's, I don't know, not quite a burnt orange, but it's a darker orange. So let's get started. Like I said, I have about 4 feet of cord here. We're just going to put our two ends together, pull the cord through until we find a center point, which is this loop here. With the center point right here where my thumb is, I'm going to take one cord up top, bring one cord down. I'm going to place two fingers, one above my thumb and one thumb below, and pinch. Create a little loop right there. Now we're going to do the same thing here and pinch and do one down here. You should have something kind of looks like a zigzag. Real easy. Now the bottom working end is just going to slide underneath that first loop you made and come over top of it. So you'll have something that looks like that. And I hope you're still with me. You should be able to pause it if not and take a look at what we're doing here. So you're going to have 3 loops like this. This bottom cord just slides under that first loop or that middle loop and then over top, just like that. Real simple to do. Now we're going to create a loop right here in the top cord and go through this loop on the right. So you can see I just pinched the cord together, made a little loop here, and then go down through just like so. And you want this loop to be on the same line as the right, and they should be on the same, like if you were to draw a line like that, they should fit up right on that line, just like that. Now take your top working end and you're going to bring this around just like that. You're going to go down through this loop, pull it through, make sure you keep a loop up here. So all we did is we went down through that loop on the right here. Okay, now we're going to go over the next one and the next one and go through this loop. So it should look something just like this. Get this cord through here. Just like that. So this working end went over 1, under 2, over 3, over 4, and then through this loop here. Now take that same working end and go back behind everything and come up through this loop here. So I'm going to pick this up just so I can get underneath of everything and come up through there. Now you can pull this one tight. Not very tight, but just tight enough to where the cord right here kind of locks this cord in place, just like that. And we have one more thing to do now. You have cord 1. Let me get something to point with here. Cord 1, cord 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go over 1, under 2, under 3, over 4, and out, just like this, with this working end right here. So real easy. Over 1, under 2 and 3, and over 4. Now we have everything tied. Everything for this is tied. I know it looks kind of funny at this point, so what I need to do is tighten it up. So if you see any slack, which we have a lot of slack right here, I'm going to attempt to get this slack out. So I know that this needs to go this way. So I'll just pinch everything, pull the slack this way, and pull it this way. And then I can pull on this to get rid of all that slack. And you want to be very, very slow and methodical while you're doing this. So if you see any slack, just pull it out, follow that cord where it's going, pull that slack through. And this does require a little bit of patience, but if you try and pull everything all at once, you're gonna mess it up. So real easy to do, just takes a little patience. And I think we're gonna pull this loop out again. And we got it there. And there. I want to get this loop taken care of, so we'll go ahead and tighten this guy up. Looks like it goes this way. So yeah, this is the tedious portion of this. But when it's all done, it looks really good. And you will have done something that you've probably never done before, so that's cool. There we go. And now you can see it's starting to take shape. Pull that. So we have a little bit left here. Got some slack here. Pretty much in all these corners there's some slack. So we'll get that pulled through there. Looks like it goes here. There. You can flip it over and take a look and see where this has to go. Looks like here. And one thing that can help you getting this nice and tight is one of those micro fids, or even just a regular fid. There we go. Looks like it has to go this way. Tight. And out. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I could probably tighten it up just a little bit more. But I think I'm good with this. So what this is gonna end up being is this is gonna be this is gonna go around your wrist. We're gonna have a loop on one end of the bracelet like this. And this clover knot is what's gonna hold it on to the bracelet. So we need to make a loop on the other end of the bracelet. So I'm just gonna use my wrist here and well, the first thing we need to do is cut this end off right here. And we're gonna fuse it right into there. So let me grab my scissors. And we're gonna give that a little snip right there. There we go. And I gotta find my lighter. There it is. And melt that right down into it. And if you don't have a smoothing tool, it's probably the #1 tool that should be in your little crafting kit. That's this guy right here. And what that does is it makes all of your melts nice and smooth, because this is going to probably be on your wrist at some point. You're back here, and you don't really want that to irritate your skin, so that smoothing tool makes it nice and smooth. Okay, so with that on there, we're going to measure around our wrist and create a loop. And I think that loop looks pretty good right there. So I'm just going to make a little dot. See what I did there? I took this around. So I placed this little 4-leaf knot on my wrist, and then we created a loop. We went around it, and we're creating a little loop right here. And I'm just going to mark the center point of that loop. Just with a little tiny dot, just like that. It's probably hard to see. Okay. Now once we have this dot, and hopefully you can see this right here. Let me see if I can get this to focus a little better. There we go. There's a little dot on that. Now this is where we want our loop to be. Back out just a little bit. So let's just say we have a loop here. The bracelet is going to slide over, or the loop will slide over this little button knot, or this 4-leaf clover knot, and you have your bracelet basically. And we're going to make this sliding knot, make it a sliding knot so that you can cinch it right up on there and you don't have to worry about this falling off. Gotta find my black mark. There it is. Okay. So we have our loop here. This is where the black mark is. Now we want to take our working end here that does not have the clover on it. We're going to wrap over top of that cord that has the clover on it right here. Over top. And bring it back across. You want to cross over that loop. So it looks like that. Bring it around. Okay, so you should have something that looks like this. Let me start over. You've got your loop. You're going to cross over, go around the back, just like that. Now you're going to bring this cord over the top, but you want to cross over like this. So it was like this. You want to bring it back toward the loop, this loop here. This is where the closure is. Take it around the back and underneath, just like this. Now this cord is going to go through these two loops here. This one that you just made and that other one, just like that. Real easy. Now at this point, you want to move your black mark down through this knot. So kind of pull it. See, I'm pulling that black mark to about right there. And then work that slack that you just created through this knot. Pull this tight. It'll kind of help you a little bit. And just kind of work this around and through and tight. Round. Pull it tight. Okay. And then that gets me my black mark almost to where it needs to be there. And then if you look at this knot, what it is you've got kind of an X pattern here. If you flip it over, you have two lines. So that's what you should have on that portion of it. Now this working end, this one right here, we need to cut and melt this, but not melt it onto the end that slides through here. So as you can see, I can pull this cord through this loop, but we have to be really careful. Let me see if I can get a good angle on this. We have to be really careful that when we melt the cord, it's not melting the one that slides through. So I'm going to cut here. This is the working end. This is not the end with the clover. Just like that. And we're going to try to fuse it as best we can over here to this side without fusing it to this cord here. So this is where it becomes just a little bit more tricky. See, I'm working just on the right side of that cord there. And then with the smoothing tool, what you can do is start at the spot where you don't want to fuse and roll it to the outside. Just like that. That's perfect because we can still pull our cord through just like so. And it's nice and tight still. Alrighty, well that's pretty much it. You've got your clover knot and your sliding loop closure. So now you can place this through here, make it right in there, and slide this closure right up onto it. And you are all done. That's real easy. And as long as this doesn't slide back, this is not going to come through. So I hope you like this tutorial. Everything you saw in this video is available on paracord.com or boredparacord.com. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group. There's like 35,000 members in there now. It's crazy. I never thought it would ever hit that many. So definitely check that out and post what you just created in there. I'd love to see what you guys are working on. So that's facebook.com/groups/paracord on. It's also in the description. So until next time, see you then, and paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy Paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.